Hello everyone, and yes, we're doing Jupiter in Cancer. Jupiter has entered Cancer on June 10th, Sydney time, 2025, and it will be leaving Cancer on 30th of June, 2026. Jupiter is a planet of expansion, excess, and cosmic fortune, the encouragement that we all so need. And in Cancer, it is actually exalted. It is VIP planet in Cancer. Cancer is in love with Jupiter. Why? Let's break this down. First and foremost, Jupiter in Cancer signifies a fair bit of emotional growth. What makes our identity feel comfortable? We feel comfortable in our skin, within the walls of our house, within the things that define our roots, define our soil where we feed our roots. And everyone's process, digestive process, assimilation of the good, the bad, and the ugly is happening according to very private, very personal set of conditions. Palm trees need particular soil. Their roots look one way. Oak trees have different soil. They maybe want more oxygen, or the other way around. Truffles, they are this delicious, exclusive thing that is found by the pigs and dug up by the pigs or the dogs. Which one are you? Which roots do you have? What conditions you require so that you grow, that you are strong? Jupiter in Cancer is going to bring a lot of wisdom when it comes to these metaphorical, archetypal, familial, rootish, comforting, not comforting, wise, unwise dynamics when it comes to family, home. What makes you associate home with? What makes you rely on that base? What is the base that you rely on? And Jupiter, as it is a planet of expansion, it will make your view on that expand. Your emotional range also expand. So I feel, as it is a really good planet, is a benefic planet in traditional astrology, Jupiter is the one that brings the fortune, right? And the moon is a ruler of Cancer. And these two combined, imagine Jigglypuff just singing over the city. Is this Pokemon that sings and puts everyone to sleep. So imagine like this big sound wave of that melody, that soothing melody, that kind of, you normally sleep at home unless you're homeless. But even if you are homeless, there is still hopefully somewhere that feeling, that warm feeling that you get, even if it's on the concrete floor and the light is on, the street walk, and you just cover yourself with whatever. Could be a cardboard, could be a blanket, could be your stranded puppy that you found the other day. But there is still a feeling that, whether it's in the memory, you hold on to this, or it's a feeling, one day I will be home, one day I will find home. And even sometimes having that roof over your head, having that home, you still don't feel like it's yours, or it is that place where you can fully give in to Jigglypuff and relax. A lot of these pointers Jupiter in Cancer will share with us, expose us to. Not saying that if you're homeless and then, or like you have a home, you become homeless, or the other way around. I'm not saying that. I'm just giving examples that could resonate with that feeling. It's all about the feeling. It's Cancer, ruled by the moon. Jupiter is expansion. It's a rule of Sagittarius, and Sagittarius is immutable fire, so it's directive. There will be a direction where you will go in order to explore what home means to you, and what, most importantly, what it feels like. Very deep transit. It will be here with us for a year, and the main thing that we can take away from it is becoming emotionally intelligent and compassionate. Perhaps the very least after the end of this transit that you can do, the very least, is just to be aware of actually how many people are out there that are not as privileged, that actually don't have a home at all. And you're like, oh, I thought I was a sissy prissy, but I've got it quite well. I've got it good. And the humility, and that's on the very serious, very melodramatic and real world note. And then there is this deep urge to belong, and without contouring yourself in too much. So you are actually part of something, part of a family. Do you have a family? Are you willing to start a family? Do you want to do something with your existing family? And how does that look like for you? I think there will be a lot of positive experiences here, a lot of wisdom seeds here, because I feel after so long we've been a little bit edged out, and this transit is going to calm us down. Hopefully. At least Saggies, Pisces people, they will feel a bit more easy to deal with. Or they will find it easier to deal with life. I will do a proper breakdown for each of the 12 signs. Just before I do that, though, I would like to give you a couple of analogies and examples from the pop culture that you can say, oh, okay, I get it now, what she means by the feeling, the meaning of Jupiter in Cancer. And maybe you can find me some please put them down in the comments, some examples from your life or some funny moments from the goss around the world and from the pop culture and the movies. Of course, I love those. I'll give you a couple of ones that definitely give that Jupiter and Cancer aesthetic and vibe, so you know what it feels like. You know when to catch it when it's coming. So the first one, if you have watched The Sopranos, quite an epic series. Remember when Tony Soprano was having a panic attack when a family of ducks left his pond? So we have a mob boss, right, that has a very squishy, soft, sentimental side to them. So you will see a lot of those things, very hard shells on the outside, deep down, that they really care. Very cool example, I feel, to just really give you a gist of what it is, because Jupiter is quite a scruffy planet. It doesn't shave in the morning. It just goes, it doesn't even look in the mirror. It just goes out and explores and gets wisdom and meaning as it goes. And it will learn that maybe it's nicer to do a bit of a shave when you go to a gala, for example. And even now, no one cares about that anymore. But there's a bit of wisdom everywhere. And then the Jupiter and Sag archetype, they're like meshed together. They go and they first experience and then they make adjustments, right? It's not premeditated. However, there is a goal. So what was Tony Soprano really looking for in this case? He just wanted to belong. The belonging. Have you seen Spirited Away? One of my favorite cartoons. Another one here is when Chihiro remembers her name. So she's finally coming to terms who she is. She is no longer doing the tasks that are not meant for her. She remembers her name, associates with it, and she has a sense of belonging within herself. Very Cancer, is very personal, very internal. It's the cardinal water sign, and it's like the water goes down and it can't go up. It always goes down into this particular spot and accumulates there until it breaks, like the floodgates open. So that's what the nature of Cancer is. It's the emotional nature, emotional acute perception. That's what's going to be the big teller. How is your emotional intelligence? Just in the Ghibli's universe, again, my neighbor Totoro. Just if you don't know anything about Jupiter and Cancer, you don't want to know, but you just want to get it, watch that one. It's a spirit of the forest that's caring for two young girls whose mom is sick. They find comfort hanging out with Totoro. He's super cool. He doesn't really talk much, but they have this emotional bond. Perfect example of Jupiter and Cancer. Go give it a rewatch. I don't know how many people have not watched it, but if you haven't, please just feel the feels, and you can just ride on that feeling the whole year and nothing bad can happen to you, honestly. And of course, why to make it so complicated? Ninja Turtles. Remember the Ninja Turtles? They were living in the sewage, but they made it homey. They made it swag, pizza time. They had a mentor. They had each other. They were fighting the crimes. They were just cool as, and they said, you know what, it's a sewage, but it's our sewage, it's our home, and I don't care what you say, this is how it goes. Again, a bit more like strong, not as fluffy as the previous ones I said, but you can tell that Jupiter influenced that headstrong, half radical sort of merging. So yeah, again, maybe the merging of the identity with the home, or with the home that like as big as America. I'm just gonna put it this way. The merging, it can get toxic. Maybe if you just want to get another example is, all right, I'm going to give you two more examples. Don't throw tomatoes at me. So Donald Trump, that's one example. And the other example would be Ben Affleck looking dead inside next to J-Lo at the Grammys. I remember that moment. I'm just giving you examples where sometimes you just say, okay, I don't need a bigger, better home. I just like it where I am at because I feel a deep resonance, or I feel there's a sense of the work is still not done here. I'm still in this place. This is where I am, and this is it. A matter of fact style, which is very Jupiterian meaning. There's a meaning there, and that meaning might not be obvious to anyone else but you, and that's why you can be butthurt, or the family dynamics can be weaponized by you or against you, but you still, you know what's right, and you don't have to, what would be the word, you can have inner turmoil, Cancer, but you also feel the support, Cancer, and you feel expansion of that, Jupiter, and all of that matters, Jupiter, and all of that creates new base, expands your emotional leverage, expands your leverage for meaning, expands the bookkeeping for all the meaning. Maybe wishy-washy, but that is my intro. Take it or leave it, guys. Now let's dive in for each of the 12 signs and what does it mean for you and the area of life that Jupiter is touching. Love you so much, and I hope you are enjoying the Sydney sun reflecting on my face. Big kisses, big soon. Aries and Aries rising, Jupiter is in your 4th house for a whole year, and emotional wealth and emotional health. It's all about how you are working with your base, with your, literally, you are the one who has Jupiter in Cancer in the house of home and family. And yeah, Cancer is home and family for you. The biggest pros of the transit are that you finally maybe move in to a new home, or you establish your home as this like beautiful hug from the universe after so much. You just get a little break. That's nice. Even though it's going to be changes, it's one of those houses, the 4th house is life-changing house. Is there an addition in your family? Is there expansion of your living situation? What is going on? Tell me in the comments. You can reconnect with your family say, hey, I wasn't right, or hey, you were not right, but I'm happy to make amends. It can go really well. Just give it a go. If you are feeling called to reconnect or build deeper connections with your family, it's proper time for that. Or you find the family, the chosen family gets even stronger. It's beautiful. I feel you really need a support system, Aries, like no one else. So use this time to get to the bottom, of your clan, to get really tight and just mushy with your fam. It would be nice. You will be resting more. You will be getting glow-ups. You will be enjoying your face masks more. All of those things that enhance your sense of identity, nourish you. Those things will feel like, oh yeah. Or you might just want to spend more money on beauty procedures or fancying up your home or getting your smeg appliances or something. All of that will be feeling expansive, feeling like, hey, I'm actually stepping up over here. Enjoy that too. The cons of the transit. Let's say you have a lot of unsatisfied desires when it comes to your home and family, and they can be like, I want to make my mom stop complaining, or I want to make my husband put the cup in the bloody dishwasher, or I want to make my kids brush teeth before bed. And is this really what do you want to do with your life? Just don't try to fix everyone at the same time, like all at once, because no one is going to. This is Jupiter. It's like trying to train a pony. You would need a lot of snacks for that kind of thing. So just don't even bother with that. Just let them be. Let the flowers grow in your garden and don't trim them. Make it a bit of a jungle. And watch the chaos, but it's going to have its own rhythm to it, its own symphony, and maybe it will be better than what you thought. So just do not fix your family, okay? Don't do it. You are Aries. You do not have the gentleness to land the message. Just show by example. Yeah, be the one that brushes your teeth at night. And take a pony for a ride. Let someone else handle it. Emotional nostalgia, maybe the situation has changed. Maybe you have had big family, now they all have left and you live alone, or it's different. It's different from even 12 years ago when last time Jupiter was here. You look at it and you don't recognize anything, let's say. And now you're like, it was much better. I want to bring those times back. That can derail you from actually experiencing the emotional joy that is already here in other different areas of your life, of your home, of your room, and you just get stuck in the past. So focus on what you are grateful for today, and just those energies on their own will purify you and attract the right thing to you. Focus on here and now. The emotional nostalgia, don't. And you will be rewriting a lot of definitions when it comes to your home and family. It's not just like you're going to get a couch and that's done. It will be the couch. It's like that movie with Tom Hanks where he's like in this room and it's just one single shot and his life goes by in that room. I feel like this is your transit, Aries. You will be, what was that movie called? I don't remember. Actually, it was about memory loss, that movie. And yeah, watch that. It's something to think about. Yeah. All right. Let me know how you go in the comments, Aries. I always look forward to hear your stories. And don't forget to share, like, and subscribe. I really appreciate you being here. And thank you so much for watching. Of course, we'll catch you in the next video. Love you. Bye. Taurus and Taurus rising. Jupiter will be in your 3rd house. Your voice becomes a multi-million-dollar asset. So you are at the time where everything you say has that integrity built in, or it challenges integrity of others. Your voice becomes healing. The third house is the house of communications. Your voice becomes healing, and you are engaged with others, with your environment in a more meaningful and deeper way. Because of the senses, your senses are heightened right now. You can share a post or do a one-liner, or just maybe greet someone in the cafe or give them a compliment, and that can change that person's life. That can make a shift. Perhaps there will be someone maybe that gives you a compliment and you don't even know where that comes from, and then you look at it again and maybe see yourself in a different way, or the way you communicate has become that, not like a sentimental, poetic place, but more heartfelt place. If you have siblings, that means that the relationship with your siblings will become deeper. Your communication style will become deeper. Trying to put people into hypnosis or, I don't know, that place where, I don't know, for some reason I imagine someone brushing your hair and they really try to make sure that you don't get hurt in the process. Let's say there's a knot and they put like conditioner on it and try to make it as smooth as possible so they can brush it out. So think of that with your communication. If there is any hairy stuff happening, you will put the conditioner on it. Watch for the divine timing. Watch for that, because you can find yourself doing like conversations on new moons, full moons, and it's all weirdly synchronized and aligned, and you're looking back and you're like, that was just too aligned to be true. And maybe that would be this magic that Jupiter in Cancer brings to your communications. There'll be like this moments of meaning where you didn't see any meaning prior to that, and now everything has meaning, and everything you say has meaning, and everything you hear has meaning. I guess the con of the transit would be discerning and feeling the truth. Like, what is really happening in this dialogue? What is really happening in this encounter, in this connection? However brief, you would be having that background processing all the time, kind of, wow. And not just visceral, not just mental, it's a full body experience. Your mind, your body, your emotions, they are super intertwined this year. Another con of the transit is that you're so good at feeling, you're so good at thinking, you're so good at everything. You have gotten to the point, or the matter of the matter, and now you are the group chat business coach. Or for people who don't want it, who don't want to know, and you're like, but listen to me, I know better, you better listen to me, like I've lived it all, I know it all, and you like heal people forcefully with your words. Maybe they don't really want to know, maybe they want to be just doing their thing. And that's fine. Boundaries in your communication will be a big topic. You don't want to have preachers preaching to you. You don't want to be the preacher. Yeah, so just make sure that what you say is healing, and to you and to others. And if it's not healing, just don't say it. Okay? And if you think it's healing and you keep on saying it, but the other person doesn't think that way, maybe listen as well. Listen more, speak less. That's how you do it. But when you speak, be kind, and it will be easy with this transit. It will be easy. The boundaries, watch for that. Watch for who you are talking to, because the third house can be a bit of a noisy place. Neighbors, siblings, all the noisiest things, right? Like, how are you willing to expose yourself in a rapidly changing environment? I'll leave you with that. Love you so much, and thank you for liking, sharing, and subscribing, and look forward to see you in the next video. Big kiss. Bye. Gemini and Gemini rising, Jupiter will be entering your second house, and it's very good news because now you are the rich bitch. So yeah, the second house is the house of self-worth, your bank account, chef's kiss, and you looking gorgeous, feeling grand, feeling seen, feeling rich, feeling good. You know, that's a good transit. Out of all of the signs, I think this one is the best. You will be doing new things with your finances. You'll be doing new things, unprecedented newness to your belief in yourself, in what you were born to experience, like the brands you were born to wear, the bloody fork and knife made out of silver that you were born with in your hand, like meant to be. You'll be like, where is my spoon? Where's my silver spoon? I want my silver spoon and I want it now. And you'll be like, ta-da! Universe just brings it to you, magnetized it to yourself. Like, how did that happen? How did that work? Oh, wow. Like, I want to know. You will be learning self-worth through appreciating, feeling the good fortunes that come your way. Out of a little fortune, you make a bigger fortune. Another one. You're using the opportunities as they present themselves and you're going for it and you feel good when you do it. You feel like it's meant to be. It's not like a risk-taking thing. Even though you feel like maybe your ego is on the line or your sense of identity can be a bit left, right. But when you feel like this is going to expand your sense of self-worth, expand your bank account, expand your belief in doing it well this life, this is a beautiful transit for just going after your financial and self-worth goals. Congratulations. You will learn as well to value rest as part of your productivity cycle. I've said it thousands of times on this example. You cannot grow muscle without resting it. Because getting out of the comfort zone requires a sense of trailblazing. But here you are trailblazing the sense of self that was already there. It just hasn't materialized yet, but it was always there. Now you are slowly materializing it with intuition, with knowing this is supposed to be this way. That inner knowing, check in with that. You will feel safe in a way that feels good. You will feel like your needs should be known, and you make them known in a very emotionally intelligent way to yourself and to your relationships and connections and the support group. You will see who is willing to invest in you, and then you will also see those who are shying away from your new razzle dazzle. Or maybe you can see now who is maybe more attracted to you because of your status, position in life, or your possessions. Like, oh, she's my friend. She's got a big house with a view. That's why I'm her friend. As soon as that she's evicted, I don't want to know her name. Could be that situation there with you this year. Watch and be intuitive. The main thing with this transit, get comfortable in your intuition. Really get comfortable in how you feel, in what you perceive. And think of it as bloody truth, because it probably is. 100%. I'm giving you a green light. Practice your intuition. The more you practice, the more it gets better. So your value is expanding, your sense of worth is expanding, your inner peace is expanding. I just really like this transit. The cons of the transit: emotional spending, overgiving, oversharing finances, not budgeting, or budgeting only when you feel like it. Keep it systematic, keep it stable, keep it directional, keep it the best of the both worlds. Of course, you would want to feel the emotional connection there, but also don't let the emotional connection drive the ship. Stay the lane and focus on your needs. Start with your needs first. cover those, make that feel good, and then focus on your wants, okay? Not the other way around, because you're gonna regret it. I will give you a really rough example, maybe triggering for some. Another con of this transit could be that you buy a crystal like fool's gold or something that brings good fortune, and then you buy another one and another crystal or another crystal lamp or another freaking essential oil for wealth and prosperity, but you don't actually address your finances. You don't actually know what to do with your money. You don't actually invest, or you don't invest, or you invest when you shouldn't have not invested. See what I'm saying? That's a con of a transit. Wishful thinking versus real thinking. I think it would be a challenge for many of us, this transit, but when it comes to the second house, Gemini, this is it. This is it. It's all practical. It's all practical now. No concepts anymore. Maybe next year when Jupiter will be in, what it will be? Leo. It will be your third house. You can be like, the less the better. But here you would want to accumulate as much of real goodness, artisan goodness as possible. Thank you so much for listening and watching. And I love you. I know you can do it. And thank you for being here. I will see you in the next video. Subscribe and share. Bye. Cancer and Cancer rising. Jupiter has entered your sign, and you are that gift. You are that gift of the universe. Are you feeling this way already? Are you the cosmic baby chino with the marshmallow on the side? Yeah, you become the walking blessing. What does that mean? When you enter the room, people will feel that whether you have Jupiter on your ascendant, if you're a Cancer rising, or you have Jupiter conjunction with your sun, if you're a Cancer sun sign. And that is a big deal, because people notice, they see you, they see all your flamboyant quirks and what makes you so unique, and they see you even in the softer light. They give you like a break. There is love, and there is the sense of comfort that you bring into people's lives, and you will realize that, and you'll be like, I'm actually quite a sweet, lovely person. I'm not innocent, I'm not perfect, but I make a difference. I help people. I help them feel at ease. I listen well. I'm wonderful. And thank God. I am seen in my vulnerability, and that is okay. Like, it's a very compassionate, self-reaffirming transit for you, which is so good, so good. Fresh. Especially after you had Jupiter in your 12th house in Gemini, and that was not fun. It was a lot of questions and unanswered pleas and cases, cold cases of your internal psyche that you might have uncovered, might have not, still remains a mystery. But right now you really don't care, because you right now come to just to what is immediate for yourself, not necessarily diving deep into things anymore. And you just let me just get out of this cave full of post-it notes and see the light and be seen in the light. And it's wonderful. It's such I'm calling this a break. It's a breakthrough. And without that harshness, just like washing yourself to the shore and taking a break. You don't need to swim anymore. You're just lay down on the sand and recovering there. Yeah. After being swept by a shipwreck, after the shipwreck. And you will not even try hard. You will be just resting in between the lines, in between the breaths. You will have a glow up naturally. Naturally, people think that you are amazing, you're famous, you're great, you're all these exaggerated notions, and you're like, haven't felt that in a while. Thanks. And they will love saying that. It will feel good for them to say that to you. How great. It's not going to be like half-ass lip service. the cons of the transit. You could inflate your self-image to impress others. So just don't be around big heads too much, because you don't want to become one of those big heads. I'm so important. What else? Overpromising, overdoing, overextending, overreaching becomes like a sport where you have this wind in your sail and you are saying, hey, and then you come home, turn the TV on, sit on the couch, and you're like being oh, that just feels so comfortable, but I promised this person that I will do that for them because I'm that great. Now they're gonna think I'm not that great, and you see where this is already going. Don't do that. And again, projections. So it can go either way, right? It can get weaponized against you, because if when you put on this pedestal, do you have betrayal trauma? Do you have experiences being dismissed, or your achievements being nullified, or just being projected on? All those psychological manipulations and tricks, big seesaw thing, don't allow that. If you are put on the pedestal, make sure you check in why and how, and give it the bird's view. Jupiter is good with that. Bird's view of your true personality, of your first house, how you come to this world, what is your message, what are your values, what is your original embryonic passport photo, what did you come into this world as, and how you want to be remembered. And if it's something that is just so out of your edges, you're not some magical creature. You're still a human being. You're pretty basic. Actually, in reality, you are not anything. You are unique, you're precious, you're rare, but you are not a mythical object to be idealized. Watch out for that. And don't do that to yourself, because you will be... The higher they fly, the harder they fall. Keep your feet on the ground. It's Cancer in the end of the day. Their little crab is trying to find the spot as the shores come in and out, and they hide in the sand when it's needed. So don't feel ashamed in all this razzle-dazzle to hide a little bit in the sand and go out when actually it's time. Love you so much, Cancer. Let me know how you go in the comments, and thank you for watching. I will see you in the next video, and don't forget to share and subscribe if this resonated. Big kiss to you, and stay real. Bye. Leo and the Leo rising. The 12th house is lit up by Jupiter, and you will have revelations upon revelations. Please start a blog, write them all down. I really want to read it. I really want to know your intel, your downloads, all the things. Your crown chakra is probably like a vortex of meaning, and it's all emotional and it's all deep. Your inner guides are having a ball, expressing all the universal codes to you. Wow, you're one of the special ones, Leo, this time, because Cancer is your 12th house. Lovely. We've got Jupiter there, exalted planet, exalted position, highly dignified Jupiter. I love that. I love that. Here, what do we have? Activated spiritual gifts. Everything is a cradle of meaning, and you will see it without seeing it. You will hear it without hearing it. You will feel it without feeling it. You will just, even if you are numb to life and overly pessimistic and all possessed and just really not in a great place, this is your salvation, your innocence, reclamation, your purification, your full Californication. Like, this is it. This is the year for you to find your soul, bring it home, and make her some tea with scones. Because it deserves it. It deserves it. You really are here to reach out to your soul this year. Or it's going to be reaching out to you. Just be there to listen. Be there to have the downloads ready. But how? You say, how do I do that? First, you start with just observing. and watching and seeing, and go take yourself on a journey. Take yourself on a breathwork journey. Take yourself on a beautiful walk without the mobile phone. Take yourself on a trip to the nature. Make sure you're safe. Just explore, because Jupiter loves to explore, and Cancer is that emotional pool, and the 12th house is the ocean of the unknown. Combine them all three together and you've got the most unique transit that I'm a little bit jealous, honestly. I wish I had this experience, but you are the one who is getting through it. The best way you can go about it is just to observe and see what comes to you as you do that. Beautiful healing is coming. Your past lifetimes, your timelines, your lifelines, your DNAs, your memory, cell memory, your everything, your Akashic records. Healing, breathing through it, collapsing it, removing it for good and for all, patching everything up and letting it heal. You will be your own nurse of your spirit, of your soul. Everything will be nice and clear, all of it with grace and compassion. What a beautiful... Honestly, I can talk about this transit for you, Leo, for a whole day. And yeah, you will learn to rest without any guilt, which so good. You will understand how your body works and how your sleep works, and working on that as well, helping yourself out with that. Maybe some active ingredients that you're taking, chamomile or lavender oil, just something to soothe your nervous system, because there will be a lot of meaning, there'll be a lot of downloads, and even the healing requires healing, right? Even like the resting, you need the right environment for it and all those things. So you will just really make sure that is a high priority, so you can actually be flexible enough for some of the processes that happen that require a lot of energy, require a lot of patience and humility, grace, and compassion as well. The cons of the transit is that it's all razzle dazzle. It's all like honky dory. It's all just fairy floss, and you want to ascend. And you want to ascend with a propeller tied to your back out of a big, what are they called? Cannon. Yeah, and you just light the thing up and you ascend, boom, out of a cannon flying into the sky, and that's how you ascend. That's not how you ascend. You read the instruction manual to your spiritual gifts. You don't take it out of the context. Do not ascend out of this reality. Stay in the reality. And we are, even though ascending, we're still in the 3D. People say 4D, 5D. You know what, guys? All the way to the 12D, there is a spiritual warfare going on. So if you think that you have ascended to 5D and there's nothing going on, nothing can touch you there, nothing can go bad, I've got bad news for you, because it goes all the way up, all right? The shit is happening. Escapism can become oddly poetic. Escapism is your friend in one area, but could not be your friend in the other area, especially if it affects your health. Yeah, you will need a lot of silence. Make sure you ask for it, you declare it, and if you feel isolated, if you feel like you don't want to reply to this person, but they're still lingering in your field, or you just don't want to reply to your own inquiries, let this month be observation month. This year, be observation year, month by month. Just take that as a 12-step program, honestly, because it's 12 months, and every month is like a little step, and every month is a little step, and you take one robe every month, one robe less, one robe less. You're peeling the onion and see what comes at the core, and at the core is your soul. So this is one that you can't mess this up. And even if you do mess this up, and it's going to be that very murky, emo, and self-beating up year for a Leo, remember, Jupiter will be entering your sign next July 2026, put it in your calendar, and even if you're crying too much during this transit, just know that there is always rainbow after the rain, and you would be the person that will be shining that rainbow on your skin. You will be the proper rainbow crystal child, because you are going through hibernation that will rewire your connection to the soul, your connection to the gods, the mother, the father, the Holy Spirit. Look at that mountain in the background there. And that's the place you're going to, the house of God, the house of divine creator that created all of us. And I'm not religious, guys, but I am spiritual. Yeah. So this is probably your mojo. Don't make this transit too religious. Make it spiritual. And I look forward to see you in the comments and in the next video. Let me know how you're going, what's coming up for you. And thank you so much for watching. And don't forget to share and subscribe. Love you. Bye. Virgo and Virgo rising, Jupiter, good news, is in your 11th house. This is wonderful. You will be having your own orbit, and others will be orbiting you like no tomorrow. And it will be all about, we are best friends and we connect and we are part of the tribe, and the tribe is like a family, and it's all, I love you, do you love me? Kind of thing, which is okay, cool. It's something fresh for you, because normally people want everything from you that is not necessarily super emotional, but now, wow, it's like that is amplified, that is expanded. You feel like the cult leader of teddy bears. Oh God. Oh no, my makeup. You will feel alignment. You will feel common cause. You will feel associating based on something like close to home, close to your vision. Your Pinterest mood board comes to life. You become aware of your most cherished goals that are now having traction. They are having a chance to finally take off and blow up, and you are here just accepting the truth, the meaning, and learning from it all the time. And especially you're learning from your network, you're learning from your associates, right, from your peers, and they are learning from you. So there's a lot of back and forth, a lot of rapport. You finally get this sense that I like how this makes me feel. This is why. This is my number one project. I like how I see myself in this. I feel good. It makes me feel good. And that's why I want to focus on this right now. So it just becomes less very like dry, logical. It becomes more, I'm feeling this. I resonate with this. That lights me up. That makes me feel better, makes me feel bigger, makes me feel amazing, makes me feel expansive, makes me feel great. Let's do this, guys. And other people feel that from you, and you light them up, and that's how you can create like team building. Yeah, you become the epicenter of a movement, which is so good. Use this one for yourself, for your goals, for your long-term projects, for your vision boards, for anything that you wanted to lift off the ground. Now you have the arguments for it, and they are not just logical, conceptual, la-di-da places. They are felt places, felt, resonating, living, breathing, heartbeat, pulses there, places. Great. I love that for you. Use that, Virgo. You will have a lot of audience growth that are loving and feeling what you do, like emotional connection to your content, to your influence, to anything that you put online. Your audience will be growing. Take that as well. However, the cons of the transit. Just because someone is following you doesn't mean that they necessarily know you. You can mistake fandom for intimacy. Like, people will feel like they know you, but they won't know you. So just know the difference there and avoid the surprises for yourself and for others. Maybe less for others, more for yourself. And because there is like this thing that has a life of its own now, this project has a life of its own. It's got this pulse. Don't make it like, have you seen that movie Life, where they found this little cell and brought it to life, and then it pretty much grew into this crazy alien that decided to just protect itself and killed a bunch of scientists in the spaceship. I love this movie. I was rewatching it the other day. So if your project got a life, don't like poke the pen into it or set it up aflame. It might strike back. And same with the groups, same with organizations. If there is a pulse there and you touch the pulse and you zap it a little bit, that can be that life of that thing can slowly take your proper ambitions, proper vision out of the picture. Yeah. Oh, but it was my idea. Like, it's a big con. Make sure that you always reiterate, come back to the original manifesto, the original declaration, the original scope, because emotions, Cancer, emotions, yeah, life. There is this awesome Instagram account, Nature is Metal. I don't know if it's still out there. It's pretty bad, but like, it's very graphic scenes of predators hunting for prey in Africa, in the jungle. And it's still nature, right? It's got a life of its own. But what are the rules in that game? Enough said. Keep your vision alive, but make sure that the cost of your vision is not anyone's heart. All right, Virgo. Thank you so much for watching, and I appreciate you being here. Don't forget to share and subscribe, and I'll see you in the next video. Bye. Libra, you are building the thing that you came here to be remembered for, because Jupiter is in your 10th house. This is amazing. Use this, okay? For 12 years, Jupiter will not be in this place. This is a favorable moment for your career, for your thing that you will be known by. You are finally getting your career into this abundant place from your heart to the world, and the crowd goes wild. And you're like Libra, they're like awesome. You walk into the room and it's not even you, your reputation walks in first. People will be like, look at that, that's Nikola Tesla. Not Elon Musk, Nikola Tesla. You know what I mean? And they'll be using your name as a commodity. How many years down the line? This is how big this can be, okay? You will have a career growth, finally, that is matching the soul. Feeling right. It will feel right. Let's say you are an assistant at the shoot. I'm just giving an example. And you want to do acting, or you want to be the person directing the shoot. Time for a change. Time for expansion. Time for growing. I love this transit for you. It's a good transit. It's a hell yes transit, Libra. Use it, okay? Please. Do not hesitate on this one. And you have earned visibility, not begged for, earned. You earned your place under the sun, and there's enough place for everyone. So take those spikes off your elbows and just relax and take it all in. Julius Caesar moment, taking it all in. The emperor of the empire. Take it in. Cancer, internalize your success. Internalize the feeling. Start meditating on your success. See it before it happens, and you can't go wrong here. The cons of the transit: do not put KPIs on your inner child. Cancer is the inner security. 10th house is the house of career. So merge them together in a balanced way. You don't have to jeopardize your inner child and their innocence and vulnerability with the KPIs and the return of investments and all those careerish stats. How do you merge them together in a beautiful and healthy way? So if you're overproductive, if you do not sleep, if you do not rest, and you just go into what does that chick's name, the movie The Substance, when she was like, Vogue shoot and pumping the spine liquid out. We've got a Vogue shoot. We just can't delay. We just have to. And then you one day wake up as a 123 years old, looking like you've survived through an atom bomb, okay? One day, and be like, all for the sake of the career. Don't do that. Don't be the Substance movie chick, yeah, that was doing all the Vogue shoots. And again, if you notice that public praise and all your successes now are so visible and so on the go, you are idealized, and this praise is like a new drug or something. Just be careful with that as well. Do not get dependent on that. Everyone will have an opinion on what you're doing. Again, zone out on the noise. If it doesn't feel like it resonates, Cancer, doesn't feel right, it's not right. End of the story. Jupiter will boost your status to the point where you feel like, what's next? Maybe this is it. Maybe this is enough. And trust that. Trust the feeling of abundance. That feeling, actually, no matter how much you have, no matter how much you have achieved, a shoemaker down the road can have the feeling of abundance because he's happy with his work. It's stable. It ticks his boxes or her boxes. He doesn't really need to become anything else. He's already happy where he is. Question yourself, are you happy where you are now? Is there more? Maybe there isn't. Analyze it and see what makes you sad and what makes you happy. This is how you deal with Cancer. You map out the emotions and you see where these emotions are going and how that affects your work, how that affects your productivity, your nervous system, and also people's perceptions of you, their projections on you. There's a lot to take in. I feel it will be one of those life-changing transits because it is the 10th house. You and Aries folks are affected, and I will wish you luck because you will need it. You are here to show all of us how good you are, yeah, at what you're doing and how much further you can go if you feel like it. Thank you so much for watching, and I hope to see you in the next video. Make sure to like, share, and subscribe, and share your story in the comments. I'm always here to listen, and love you so much, Libra. Take care. Bye. Scorpio and Scorpio rising. Jupiter is in your 9th house. Wow, I love this for you. You are wise AF. You find faith again. You find meaning again. You expand your meaning. You draw the most juiciest juices out of it and look at your life in all its entirety, and you feel home in that meaning. It's beautiful. And you have earned it. You have really set yourself in. You have really went down and deep last year as Jupiter was transiting through your 8th house. And now you are taking all the learnings, all the truths, the masks that fell off, and you look at things at their core and their potential. It's optimistic. Even after that confronting experience, you find joy. And all right, that wasn't so bad. I can make something from it, and I can go further and further in life with what I know. But now your knowledge takes on a philosophical notion, not just facts, but also your own personal extractions of meaning and the emotions that come hand in hand with that. Beautiful. The alchemical process has started last year, and in this transit, Jupiter in Cancer, it will embody itself into the emotional landscape, if you say so. The studying and learning new things, traveling, all these spiritual rabbit holes are opening themselves up, and there's so many, and now you are like, wow, like honestly, life has become very interesting, and you're asking yourself, where is home? Where is me? Which one of these rabbit holes is mine? Where do I go? Where do I go? Where do I stay? And you become this teacher that you secretly wished existed somewhere. Now you are the one who got wise, mature, and you want to share that with the younger folk, so to say, or you want to spread the knowledge about keeping inner child free with others, of course through experiences that are, for an average folk, that would be confronting and tough and really getting down to the truth, quite deep. But you are like fish in the water in these matters, and you are the one who mentors others this year, which is a privilege, and use it wisely. Con of the transit, you might overdose with meaning making and actually escape through that and not live your life here and now in the experiences that are here and now. Make sure you go out there and live your life, and then the meaning is always will be it will always be there, okay? You don't need to go and set aside a particular time to do a meaning map board or whatever. Like, just live the moment, live the life, experience it to the fullest, and then you see, looking back, what meanings are there as they were coming, right? Or just deal with it in the moment-to-moment basis. Do not go crazy seeing the meaning after the meaning within the meaning of meanings. Don't fluff yourself up. I know you've been through Jupiter in Gemini in your 8th house. There was that. It's not much more simple and basic now. It's about your feelings. Feeling the meaning, meaning the feeling. You could also escape into philosophy so that you avoid intimacy. With Scorpios, you are guys very intimate people, but not everyone gets to see this side of you unless they're ready. But you don't need to prep people to be intimate with you with all the philosophies and the how-tos and the why nots and the not whys and all the sagey stuff. No, just be here and now, be real, and it will be way more attractive if you were to prep and give out manuals or, how-to courses to those who want to be with you on a deeper skin-to-skin level, soul-to-soul level, rather. And are you preaching freedom while you secretly try to be understood? What is the meaning of your actions when it comes to feeling accepted, feeling understood, feeling like you're part of something, like you're part of that family, Cancer, that clan, those roots? They are a little bit uprooted. You might be questioning, where do you stand and where is your home and who you are and who are you people? Are you trying to fluff them up, prep them up, amp them up to what you already know about yourself, or versus to what you're still seeking? So which part of your journey are you willing to introduce to others? Are you preaching freedom while hiding behind the mask of, I know it all, I feel stronger than you, my feelings are more like, or better, or do not become a whiny kid with spilled milk or something. Just focus on what you already have and share vulnerably with where you're at in this journey will be much better than trying to say that you're karate black belt while you can't even wipe your own ass. I'm sorry. Oh, I love you so much, Scorpio. Thank you so much for watching. This transit will show you the compass and where truly you feel like at home. It is not textbook smarts, it's raw personal smarts. And yeah, enjoy this path. It's a path and it's got its own curve. Respect that and you will be fine. Love you so much. Thank you for watching. Make sure you subscribe, share, and I will see you in the next video. Bye. Sagittarius and Sagittarius rising, you are getting intense. And yeah, Jupiter is in your 8th house in Cancer. Oh, you will be using your intense intentions like a currency. It will be an exchange. It will be truths. It will be feelings, exchanges, deep dives. It's like you are getting reassured with how you feel. You know now if you throw spaghetti against the wall, some of it will stick. And then you will be looking at what's the tag on that noodle, that spaghetti thing that's stuck. And you will be, okay, that's this thing. It sticks. The rest is on the floor. We're chucking them out. We're working with what sticks. So you'll be working with what sticks. Emotionally, family-wise, currency-wise, sharing resources-wise, psychology, psyche, dark shadows, all 8th house things. 8th house is a melting pot of everything, I feel. It's one of those sneaky places in your chart. And Cancer, good to have Cancer in the 8th house because it calms it down a bit. But because Jupiter is your ruler, it's a serious transit for you. You can name things, put tags on things that were hidden deep somewhere in your psyche. Now they're coming to the surface. They're very expanded, very micro, macro, emotional. It's got color, it's got song, it's got vibration, frequency, and you're all here to take it all in or to work with it and transmute it. The 8th house transformation. You are here to transform what no longer serves your highest evolution, which is congratulations, Sagittarius. We're all about that here. Emotional intimacy becomes an upgrade. It's no longer this awkward feeling, which is a win. I love that for you. Money comes in through family, or through collabs, or through power plays, power struggles, inheritance, something that is just a bit unconventional, but also super conventional, but no one gets that, but I do. So it's good. Take it in and say big thank you and shake hands and make sure that you keep this asset secure and make sure that you feel in your heart of hearts that you're deserving of all these goodies. You will stop running from fear as it becomes your teacher. Fear is something to be overcome. Fear is not something to be succumbed to. It's something to always, you have to fight the fear. You have to say no to it, not through like dumb, stupid stuff, but through being like strong. Being strong, you will become strong. Your emotions, you will become like very no bullshit person. No bullshit. If you say something, you really mean it. If you do something, you really mean it. It becomes for real, babe. This is it. And Sag, maybe finally people will take you seriously, honey. Because normally it's just a Sag. No, it's not just a Sag. The cons of the transit. Trauma dumping disguised as bonding. Truth bombing disguised as, oh, this is for your own good. Obsessive tendencies disguised as taking care or providing. All these really to the extreme notions, watch them, as it is the 8th house, can go if it's like shit, it can stay shit, okay? So make sure you always pull to the neutrality. Always look at things more objective. Try to be more objective. It's Cancer, it's emotional. 8th house is an intense house of black and white. Pull out and breathe and take your time. Intense is good when it is mastered. Yeah, you might get a success or two with transformation, with alchemy, and then you get this idea that that's it, you're like an alchemist 24/7, and you don't even need breaks, and you don't even need food, or you don't even need a bed anymore. You just breathe the prana of life, and everything transforms like magic wand, like pixel dust. You can get addicted to that, so just get off that high horse and stop transforming everything and everyone, all right? Just chill the hell out. There could be a crisis. Let's say there is a crisis. Just sit through the crisis. You don't need to transform the crisis so it stops being the crisis. Just sit. Cancer. You will be moving emotionally anyway, through the dark time, through the hard time. That is how you transform it. Honestly, it's all about just being alive and breathing. This is it. That's all you have to do. Just be alive and breathe. Everything else will fall into play. I wish everyone knew that, but you now know. A lot of karmic depth, a lot of karmic debt. But you can forgive the karmic debts if you know how to forgive. A lot of emotions, anger, sadness, and all you really have to do is to give this to the sun, to the wind, to the ocean, something bigger, because you literally are just a little frame with your tiny petite shoulders and your cute little cheeks and a button nose and a couple of eyes, and perhaps you're a bit, if you're a man, you're more masculine, but still, look how tiny you are. We're flying on the plane, we're looking at the cities and that are on the hand, and you're a little creature in the city, like a little piece of sand. When it becomes this epic French Revolution inside with the flags and you this, you that, you did me wrong, you've got karmic debt with me, like this is all happening inside of you. This is all happening inside of you. And if it's all happening inside of you, breathe. Be alive and breathe. Well, I tried to go deep there. I hope it worked. This is pretty much your transit. Going deep, mystical, and intense, but also with receipts, like with the inheritances and all the policies and all the shared and all the non-disclosure agreements, yeah? So, yeah, keep your agreements tight. And I'm wishing you a beautiful transit. Share your story, and thank you for watching. Make sure you like, share, and subscribe. And I'll see you in the next video. Bye. Ciao. Capricorn and Capricorn rising. Are you ready? You've got Jupiter in the 7th house in Cancer. Your relationships are getting a Reiki healing. They much need it. However, this time it is on your terms. Life-changing transit. Enjoy. Maybe you're getting married. Maybe you're getting remarried. Maybe you are getting divorced and started to get laid with so many good-looking people. Or the other way around. You are not bothered by relationships anymore. You feel free. You feel expanded. You feel enough. You feel enough. You feel emotionally supported on your own and in a partnership. It just works. It just works, and it makes sense, and it feels good. It feels right. It feels like you always wanted that, and now you finally got it. Like Christmas is here. You got your prezi. This is pretty much the vibe. And it is the prezi from your your favorite person. And even, let's say you haven't met your favorite person. You feel life is that present, and the favorite person is literally somewhere around the corner. They're breathing down your neck. You feel them in your field, and you attract them, and you meet them, and it's the beginning of a beautiful family of a beautiful new chapter. So I love this transit for you. It's just enjoy the hell out of it. People appear when you stop scrutinizing yourself, scrutinizing them, auditioning for all the roles that are not yours, or being the judge at the auditions table and saying you're too fat, you're too skinny, and shaming people left and right. You stop that. You close the door, you turn the key, you threw it away, and now, boom, the right people are all of a sudden there. You're like, what the hell? Deep, meaningful relationships are starting to feed your soul. It's real, and it's not like shoulds and woulds. It's like, hey, let's go and have some coffee. Or, hey, let's go eat some ice cream. Hey, let's make some food together. All the Cancerian food loving and let's build our nest kind of thing together. It doesn't have to be it doesn't have to be like a role playing. It's more like real playing that is unhinged and unregulated and a bit messy, poop here and there. It's like poop in the sand pit kind of story. Your mirror, because the seventh house is our reflection, our like shadow, our mirror, it becomes real. And it doesn't make you anything different from what you are in real life. So it shows you back what you really need to see right now about yourself, about your relationships, how you're showing up, and how you are dealing with what you get from the other person. Yeah. How you address issues in the relationships. Real talk. And yeah, it also is a bit kinder than normal because Jupiter is expanding all the Cancerian vibes, and Cancerian vibes are, yes, we're all human, we are all imperfect, and let's just allow ourselves to be. Yeah, let's just allow let the newborn freaking scream, okay? Let them scream even though we hate it. We are not wired for it. Like, it's alert time, but it's a newborn. It's gonna scream. So that kind of understanding, rather than you shut up and you better do your homework or go wipe the floor so you are enough or go get a job. No one telling this to a newborn. Let them be. Let them go through it, okay? Let them get to where they need to get. They probably need something. They're hungry, or they are cold, or their lungs hurt because they've been in the water thing for 9 months, eating from a placenta. Give them a break. They can't do anything. Like, accept that for what it is. And this is how your mirror now works. It's like, you want to scream, baby? Like, scream. I get it. I love it. Especially for you, Capricorn, honey. The cons of the transit: over romanticizing the other half, the partner. If they don't text you back for a week, don't play into that. You're not married. He doesn't owe you anything. She doesn't owe you anything. Don't be on the same page with the person, yeah? Be on the same page. You can also, with this transit, easily romanticize some things that are really not there into proper destiny. Wow, this is my person for the rest of their lives, and maybe you will get married too soon. Oh, just, yeah, keep it real and keep it kind and keep it honest and very basic. Do not fluff it up too much. Just chill. Yeah, this is a chill period for you. And it also could be that you're so focused on the partnership that it becomes this kind of stage, this performance dance. But who are you off the stage when you don't have your makeup on? And do they still love you? Do you still love yourself? Do you always have to be performative and be this mom that is always forgiving the crying baby? Yeah, like, also make sure you take good care of yourself. Like, you're only as good as you are feeling good. And especially in relationships, that will show. So that would be my 2 cents. Self-care comes first. Jupiter in Cancer expands how you relate, expands your karmic contracts, expands your communication with the other party. It shows you where your codependency is, where you are self-sufficient, where you are unconditionally loved, where there is something to be discussed. So all of this Jupiter is bringing into your 7th house. Hold on to the truth. Hold on to the truth kindly. Yes. And yeah, I'm wishing you a beautiful transit. Thank you so much for being here. Make sure to like, share, and subscribe. And I look forward to see you in the next video. Bye, Capricorn. Love you. Bye. Aquarius and Aquarius rising, Jupiter is entering your 6th house in Cancer, and it's time to shine bright like a diamond in your everyday life. This is a beautiful invitation for you to realize what is truly emotionally right, correct for you and your well-being, for your health, your wealth. So you are getting your emotions supported AF. You are finally seeing the structures upon which your life is built, and you are here to expand on that and draw a bigger project out of that. It can also relate to your work. Mainly, it's about your emotional health. How are you regulating your emotions? How are you breathing through each moment in life? And how are you nurturing yourself? How you are mothering and fathering your own self, my sweetheart. The rituals. It's all about those sweet moments by street lights, cup of coffee, or jug of beer, whichever, whatever makes you happy. So you will be looking for that raw joy, the raw joy, I would call it. You're like an architect, building your routines, building your workabouts, and you are like doing it as a sandcastle that can then shift and change, but just through snapping your fingers. It's a very liquid drum and bass energy. It's just like you put it on, it's light, but it's not. It's very upbeat, but you want to do this very slow motion style Nike ad dance to it that you never thought about before. It just comes through you, through your body, through your emotion. You're channeling something here, and like it's happening, but you can't control it. It's like it already is putting everything into place. That's why it's a sandcastle, the sand architecture. It's out of this world. I honestly try to explain it, but I just feel it, and that's pretty much it. It would be the same. You feel it, it works, but you can't really, if you put a word to it, it cheapens the experience. All you have to do is dance through it and record it, and then look back and then see how through time the fashion changes and how it applies to that. And then you'll be looking back and you'll be like, this was the year when I figured out my life, what I do every day, how I do it, why I do it, why I don't do it, why I procrastinate, why I actually become a maniac, why I don't sleep, why I sleep, why I eat, why I don't eat. All the stuff, it becomes this poetic masterpiece that is like you're giving birth to yourself without all those things looking ugly. They become beautiful. Like Cancer, right? Cancer, the moon, it's the family. Why do they say family, moon, Cancer? It's like the birth of a child. And it manifests through time in different ways, and it will be that year for you where you are birthing yourself. But there's a lot of like inconveniences that comes with giving birth, or with like actually just gestating a baby. There's a lot of things that they don't talk about. The lower back hurts, feet hurt, like sugar cravings, can be even diabetic for a bit. Like it can be complicated, but overarching mission in that is beautiful. It's creation. It's as sacred as it gets, and you're building that life, sacred meaningful minute of every day in a year, while birthing yourself, while creating something. Aquarius, I hope you're not sleeping over there from all the boredom. Ooh, I even got hot telling you all of this. You don't push for it. It's all intuitive, and you know when the right thing is happening because it feels right, pretty much. The cons of the transit, you might be like a damsel in distress when something doesn't feel right. or you micromanage yourself when it gets too creative or too sacred, or not sacred enough, not creative enough. Don't micromanage yourself. Very sixth house thing to do. And don't get fixed on an issue for too long. Move on, roll over. Tomorrow is another day. Tattoo it on your hand and look at it every day. Tomorrow is another day. And you would want to experiment. Just use it. Do all the experiments intuitively, not impulsively. Give it 3 days to think about, to connect to. If it still feels good, maybe it's a yes. But if you don't feel anything, it's a no. And a question. Are you confusing being functional, like overly functional, available to all the projects, saying yes, a yes man or yes woman? Are you confusing that with being actually valuable? And what is the spiritual lesson behind it all? Because the axis goes to the 12th house. There will be a lot of that reflection. The most reflective houses, the 6th and the 12th. So whatever you have going on in the 6th, the 12 will be humming in the background even if there is no planets there. That archetype will be always working in tandem. So pay attention to any planets in your 12th house, by natal or by transit, and also pay attention to, just in general, the meaning, the spiritual lesson. Put that as a hum in the background with all the minutiae you're trying to intuitively feel. See the big picture there and see how you stand within a greater whole. That would be the best way to go about all the little hiccups that you might be experiencing with the gestation of yourself. All right. Thank you so much for listening and being here and watching the video. I love you so much. And let me know how you're going in the comments. Please like, share, and subscribe. I look forward to see you in the next video. Bye. Pisces and Pisces rising, congratulations. Jupiter is in your 5th house, and what a beautiful transit for you. I love this for you. You've got joy as spiritual discipline. Jupiter will be blessing your children if you have any, your creative projects. You are going to be that creative powerhouse, okay? And it's healing creativity. It's joy. It's making people feel good. It's about making you feel good. It's just, I don't know, like a bear hug from the universe. Finally, you have had Jupiter in your 4th house for the last year. That was a bit unsettling because it's common. You're Pisces and Pisces rising. It's common for you to always have a lot of change in your life. Maybe your home environment is a little bit, not flaky, but moving around a lot, or it feels very dynamic. And now Jupiter enters Cancer. That is your 5th house, which is your house of identity, creativity, the fixed house of self, of like really conscious level and awareness of who you are. Not at the instinctual level like with Aries, but here you are properly settling in something, in your tribe, in your heart, in your unique, one-of-a-kind way of being, of feeling, of doing things, of living your life, enjoying life, playing, and all those things that we just love doing. And Jupiter brings all the excess that you want or you don't want. So let's unpack what this means for you. Your creativity becomes your oxygen. It's not an option anymore. It's now or never. You are painting, singing, drawing. You are, you could be even starting something like interpretations of tarot, doing practice, spiritual practice, dance, creativity. So it can be anything. You are creating, you are enlarging, you are surplusing, this feeling like now you're making it not just for yourself, but you want to share. You want to share, and this moment of sharing is also creative. It's changing that person's life. You know what I mean? You want to make a difference with your art. You want to make a difference with your voice, with your identity, with your tribe, with your pride. And all of that creates a new version of you that is like a diamond, many different cuts, many plays of light, colors, and fully expanded. It feels like you've got wings behind your back, and they are all shimmering with beautiful colors. You turned from a caterpillar into a butterfly, like bang! And you are courageous to be fully seen in all your glory, in all the colors, the cons of the transit. Escapism masquerading as passion. So I guess passion and escape and creativity, it's the lines can get blurry. But I don't really worry that much because it's the 5th house, and so what if you misstepped a little bit or you escaped a little bit? Come on, you're Pisces, like only becomes a problem if you're getting into the self-pity mode. If you are losing that pride, that's the only thing. If you become ostracized by your own thoughts and lack of confidence, that's when I will be ringing bells. But if it's a bit messy, as it is the 5th house, maybe the drama, maybe, I would just say funnel that into creativity again. Use all of the thing, put it in your funnel of creativity and create something new with it, and you will win. And again, do not forget the difference between attention and affection. True, heartfelt, meaningful connection versus cheap claps of the bot audience. Oh my gosh. Pisces. Cancer is a water sign, just like you. I feel here we're dealing with minor hiccups and glitches, maybe more related to overinflation of an emotional feeling. And emotions, they come and go and they change faces and places. So take this transit creatively and you cannot go wrong. It will be just a beautiful expansion. Voice it, say it, and don't forget the popcorn, of course. I love you so much. Thank you for being here and look forward to see you in the next video. Please don't forget to share and subscribe. Let's spread the good word and the good buzz. Thank you.